Red Voyage News, splashing the check-in. Thank you for tuning in. Now, before I get into this article right here, I want to take the time out to promote my Buy Me a Coffee page, International Hawk. Okay, link is in the description box below. If you like the content that you're watching on this YouTube channel, please support the channel. If you want to support, you can click on the link and just drop a donation. You don't have to sign up in order to drop a donation. If you're interested in knowing how foreigners are treated and the do's and don'ts of traveling abroad and living abroad within not just Asia, but Canada, South America, Europe, Africa, then if you want to sign up and become a member on my Buy Me a Coffee page, only $8 a month. I just dropped a new video last night called The Best Way to Create Multiple Streams of Income in the Top 3 Countries in Asia. This video right here is a game changer. I think everybody who decides they want to live abroad, especially in Asia, should listen to this video right here. It's about 45 minutes long. You don't want to miss it. All right. I'm about to drop a new video today, actually talking about the differences between China and Taiwan, because I've lived in both. All right. So let's get into it. Lil Baby and James Harden stopped and searched by cops in Paris. Rapper arrested. All right. Now, instead of just me reading through this entire article, they caught Lil Baby with 20 grams of weed on him. You know what they were doing in Paris? They were there for Fashion Week. All right. And James Harden was hanging out with Lil Baby. He got caught up with, I don't know if Lil Baby actually had the weed on him. They said they rounded up 3 people. So Lil Baby, James Harden, and somebody else. Maybe the other guy had weed on them and they just arrested everybody that was in the crew. But I want to say this because this is a news channel. And on top of that, I do travel. I live in Taiwan. I've traveled to pretty much every Asian country. I've lived in Canada. I've been to South America. I've been to Russia. So you name it. I've done a bit of traveling in my day, and I want to say that all races of people do this. I've seen every race when traveling abroad do this. But since I'm a black man, I want to speak specifically to black men that travel. For whatever reason, it seems like no matter where black men go, wherever black men travel, they always manage to find the weed connect wherever they go. Now, I want to say this. Like, I've seen Indonesian women, smoke weed abroad or looking for weed or said they were looking for weed abroad. I've seen Asian men looking for weed abroad. I've seen Caucasian men definitely looking for drugs abroad. Okay. But I'm specifically talking to black men, and you can take my message and apply it to your own life and the people in your own community. I don't know what it is with a lot of black men to where they need to find the weed connect everywhere they go. What's the point? Why can't you just lay off the weed for about a week and then go back to America and do what you got to do there? At least in America, in certain states, you get caught with weed, it might be legal. So it's like, all right, whatever, it's legal. There's some states where it's decriminalized, so you just get a fine. And there's some states where it is illegal. You will get taken in, but they probably give you a slap on the wrist because in the process of decriminalizing weed, but they just haven't done the paperwork yet. They haven't made it law yet. But places abroad, a lot of countries abroad, weed is illegal. All right. And the thing is I don't know what it is with brothers to where they feel like they can't go a week or a day or a couple of days without the weed. What is so important to weed to where you have to have it everywhere you go? You have to smoke it everywhere you go. And as black men, they love to make examples out of us. Okay. You saw what happened to Freddie Gibbs. You saw what happened to A$AP Rocky. All right. And there are people who aren't even famous who are still locked up to this day because of weed, just having weed in their possession. They don't play abroad with weed and other drugs as well. Yeah, at least in America, they might hit you with probation. They might hit you with a fine. They might drop the charges or whatever. some weak little, slap on the wrist, right? But abroad, you don't know what they're going to do to you. They'll throw the book out just to make an example out of you. Because, they see an influx of rich black men going abroad and they think, okay, because you're rich, you can do the same things over here that you can do back home in America. And they're like, it doesn't work that way over here. And they will use you as an example. They will hold you in a cell for months without a phone call. Living conditions is poor, subpar. They're not even feeding you, just to show the world, okay, this is what we're going to do to black entertainers when they think they can come over here and break the rules. Oh, yeah. And they go harder on black foreigners versus white foreigners. See, like a white foreigner could do something and they'll say, I have a saying, okay, the sins of the Caucasian foreigner fall upon all foreigners. What that means is if somebody white were to commit a crime overseas, they'll just blame it on all foreigners. So white, black, Hispanic, Asian, whoever, all these foreigners they have a sense of entitlement. They think they can do whatever. Okay. When a black person does something, they don't say all these foreigners. They say it's these black African foreigners that are coming over here thinking they're entitled and they can do whatever. All right. You see a lot of athletes throwing their careers away, getting in trouble, getting suspended, paying fines because they want to smoke weed. You can't wait till after you retire to smoke weed. You can't wait till after the Olympics is over to smoke weed. You can't wait till you get back from Paris to smoke weed. No, you have to smoke everywhere you go. I don't know what's in this weed today, but it has control of a lot of brothers' minds out here. To the point is like they're going to die if they don't have it. Let me tell you something, especially if you're traveling abroad. If you're hanging out with somebody and they have weed on them in their possession and you find out about it, get the hell away from them. Because as you see here, you'll be guilty by association. It ain't in my pocket. It don't matter. You guys are hanging out with each other. We're going to lock all you guys up. And in these other countries, they don't play. They do not play. All right. So my advice, whenever you travel outside of the country, leave the weed alone. Leave it alone. You don't need it. And if you think you do need it, get therapy, get some help. I'm over and I'm out. Please click the link in the description box below to support the channel on the Buy Me a Coffee page. Support the channel. If you want to drop $5, you can. If you want to drop $100, you can do that as well. If you want to become a member, it's only $8 a month. You can leave your questions. I'll make whatever video you would like for me to make at your request. Okay? Like, subscribe, comment, share this video. I'm over and I'm out. Peace.